forgive me. Uh, and you may hear Stacy's smart remarks come in through here too, because you know how she is. She'll say her opinion. Anyway, uh, the title gives it all out to what I'm talking about. Relationships, they're like buttholes. We have them all over our place. Um, there's some relationships that you're born with, and some that you decide to take on. And this, I hope, will help some of our younger people on this. Relationships can get you into a lot of trouble, not just physical, but mental. And Stacy will vouch for this. Is you don't let anybody change you. I've kind of said that to my kids for such a long time. Uh, I've had my share of relationships that I wish I wouldn't have got involved in. And getting involved in some of these relationships, I've had to learn the hard way. And some of them I've chose to change the way I think. Uh, you know, you have to look at it like this: if if you're if you're getting into a relationship with someone, and if and I saw this come across, and this is the reason why I'm doing the video. Uh, Gentleman goes to church, and he has his own convictions, and another girl has her own, and she wants not to pursue because his opinion is different. You've heard of this story before. Birds of a feather flock together. Uh, it's also taught that you can't be unequally yoked in the Bible. Um, can a religious and a non-religious person get along enough to have a relationship? Yeah, it can. They can work, and I've seen it time and time again. But I've also known it not to. You could go to the same church and have the same pastor have the same thing put in your ear as somebody else's, and they have a totally different viewpoint than you do. The question is, do you want to change who you are to fit who they think you should be, or vice versa? And the question is, do you change? That's up to you. But to me, no. If you want me to change because of you, that's not going to happen. Uh, Stacy will take this to the. She's straight up. She ain't going to change for nobody. Uh, my oldest son, on the other hand, he's got a heart of gold. I love him to death, and but there's some things that I see that's problematic. Problematic. Uh, Stacy's very choosy. Caden is very choosy, and I just wish Thomas would be very choosy. Unless he really thoroughly believes the things that you know that I hope that he really doesn't believe, because he's been through so much. Uh, Staying together with someone that's different than you are, it can work out. But remember to see this down the road. If you're gonna have kids together, if you're gonna have a pet dog down the road, you gotta be somewhere, meet in the middle. Me and Steph, we meet in the middle on everything. We don't tell each other how to believe and what to believe in, but we know how we believe. So, yes, if you want to change who you are to fit that other person's fit into their, if that's something, but here's the thing, you need to really deep down think on it. And if it's something that could be problematic in the future, you need to let that person know. It's just the bottom line. If it's going to be problematic, you need to figure out how you stand on that situation now and let them know. Now, you're going to change throughout your life. Your taste buds are going to, hello, your taste buds are going to, um, your taste buds are going to change. Hello, I don't know why it's showing, huh? Anyway, uh, your taste buds are going to change. Hi, everyone. I see you all in the chat. Um, but seriously, if you're going to change, if you want to change for them, you change. If not, then don't. But don't change because someone else. You have to be the person that changes it, not someone else, and not for someone else's prerogative. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you guys. Um, but when when you change that part of you, you're you're killing part of you also. Sometimes it's good for the better, sometimes it's not. And when you really understand, sorry guys, my phone's kind of far from me, so I'm trying to look also. But anyway, I just want you to know that sometimes you're gonna have to make that call, and sometimes you'll make that right call, and sometimes you won't. There's telltale signs that things are gonna either go great. Yeah, sometimes I'm a little too kind-hearted, uh, but guys, that's what I have for it. I've seen it numerous times. If you're gonna, just like if you're a church core now and everything's gonna be something that's gonna be something that you're gonna stay involved in, and find someone in that community. And sometimes it's a gamble. You're not gonna be 100% correct for everything, and sometimes going through all that will make you stronger. Sometimes it will make you weaker, and sometimes it may not work out very well. So just be sure that you know who you're trying to um, become in a relationship with, and it doesn't have to be a girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, and wife thing. It also can be, uh, it can also be your friend, it will be your jobs, it be also anything. You need to weigh out those And if I had it all over again to do, um, you know, would I've chose a different career path, or I would have done things differently? Of course. That I wish would have um, would have changed or would have thought on, or could have had a different outcome. And so doing that, um, you got to live with, you got to learn with what you go with. And sometimes it's a bigger matter of fact than you think it is, when it comes to your health, your body. Guys, look, you've got a lot of years on my body and it's hurting now. It's hurting now. I'm hurting because of the things that I put my body through. And most of it was chasing a dream that was not meant to be. And so, and that it can, and it, that's the same way with relationships. Relationships are some of the worst pains you can have. You lose friendships. You lose, you know. I shared a, I shared a yesterday with um, one of the people that I follow on YouTube. The his son's best friend. Uh, Guys, go and check that out. Please go over to my Facebook. If you can donate there. They've lost one daughter, their only daughter, to the same ordeal, um, and now they're looking at their son. Um, it's just, and sometimes your actions cause other reactions that they don't they don't affect you, but they affect somebody down the road. Um, when it comes to, you know, motor vehicle, the way you do things, you know, the way you drive, the way you pay attention, the way you think about certain subjects, and that all changes you as you grow up too. And I don't expect a lot of you younger kids that come into my channel. Some of the older ones, they'll be like, "Yep, you're right, sir." Some of them probably tell me I'm not, but you know, whatever. Um, and you just have to learn it as you go. I hope that some of my wisdom has passed on to my kids, as they'll tell me other things that I just I just hope that this is giving some of y'all, um, something to think about. But anyway, guys, it's going to be a short one, and I'll talk to y'all later.